What's your battle plan?
What shall we do?
What is the situation?
We'll need a strategy.
Yeah, that should be enough. What?
More speed. Shudder!
Allow me!
Solidify!
Beg for mercy. Illusion shattered. Shudder! I condemn you!
Solidify!
Beg for mercy.
Boom!
I am the man!
Yes, you are. There it is.
Company, fall in!
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's jam!
Can't catch me!
Which one is it? No. Do I talk to him again? No. No. God damn it. La, 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 la.
Let's distribute
Feel the beat. Observe. Blood fly. Observe.
Attaboy! Can't catch me.
But does this need to? Yeah, it needs to. God damn. Let us go find some bud. I know it's a bird somewhere. Oh.
Attaboy! catch me.
I am blind. Very, very blind. Not indeed.
Hello. Can't catch me.
Ah, there it is. That's it. More stuff to explore. I hate myself. God damn it. Please let me skip. Damn it.
Observe.
Attaboy!
The gift of grace.
And leap.
Peace be with
Fall
you.
in! Let's roll!
Be with you. How bit the light shine.
And leap.
Hear the truth.
Charge!
Pyrotechnics.
The gift of grace be with you.
Let's roll!
Peace and hope find you. The power
Amp it up.
of revelation.
Feel the beat. And leap.
Who wants some of this?
Hear ye the words of joy.
Attaboy!
Observe. Pyrotechnics.
The power of revelation.
Charge!
Observe.
Hear ye the words of joy. The truth shall set you
Attaboy!
free.
Fall in!
Observe.
Grace be upon you. The door is opened unto you.
Boom. I just want that day, one day, one day. Dissipate. Let me skip the fight, let me skip the fight, let me skip the fight. Please.
Power core.
Attaboy!
And leap. Pyrotechnics.
Let's roll!
And leap.
Can't catch me!
Let's go. Continue. Yep. Hi. Is this Rainbow Road? Yo. Water. Take it. It's yours now. want some children. Let's go. Thank God. Get up there, get up there. One child. Two child. Wait. That's what I thought. So I found two. Now I need to find 5 more. Collection. 4 more. Primo. Come on. Two more. Just two more. I don't know where they are. Damn it. Actually, I know where one is. this to me. Damn it. And now all my bursts are gone. That's stupid. Is it up to? Could be up top. Oh my God. There they are. Found them. Now die. Ouch. And all that for 5 dimensions. Yeah, 48 minutes in, and now I'm doing what I'm saying I do. Okay. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna take damage. Damn it.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Damn.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
No, it's not. Like you just go, it bumps off.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding.
Damn.
They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I'll do it.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when.
Damn.
I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will lead to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the
Pew.
No. We better move quick.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, the part that will never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please, seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare
But I'm being mean.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come first, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Shiny food war. Shiny food war. Ba-da-ba-da-bam, ba-ba-da-ba-da-bam.
That? They said they had some useful information.
They don't.
Information's just what we need right now.
Yeah, they
Let's
still
follow
don't.
them and see what we can find out.
Trying to sell off. Oh, Pamon doesn't know anything anyway. I did a big whoops.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
I'm coming for you.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the... How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue, but here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you some...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's...
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
Nope.
No, don't be angry, sir.
Nah.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Shen.
Your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
I'm sorry, what? No, you are my travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent.
But Paimon, we do that too.
This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so on it. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe. After all, you can't... Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor. And she doesn't seem to get how things work. She isn't it?
Damn it.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum.
My hunger has now abated. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant? If Paimon had enough mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development, sampling each dish in order to...
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What...
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
It's been 2 minutes.
I see. I heard something about the contest.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any— Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really— But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so—
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Vito! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigil.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Person we can't play as yet. Holy shit.
Baijiu, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang need—
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though—
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rise. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And
I wanna boop the snake. Boop. Well, if this I can also go look at the books, so I'll be there for a while. Stopping it. Screw you. So. Oh.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to—
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilion. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price.
I have all the money.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
I have that.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But that—
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilion. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other,
That's great! But wouldn't it be a little...
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while...
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then,
There's something about this young lady. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's like...
Okay, we will be.
Boom!
Let's see. Shincho said it should be
It's right
around
here.
here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Damn it.
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look? What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here?
Would have to be so annoying.
Oh, so many clouds.
I believe this is the... With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in...
Really? Let Paimon... Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the cloud. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't...
These are not real clouds. They are the prod... If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that it's...
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place.
Oh. Oh, she's level 82, okay.
Obey!
Attaboy!
Observe! Feel the beat! Unleash! Obey!
your true form!
Attaboy!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Observe! Observe!
My will embodied! Cryo incarnate!
I'm stuck.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
I'm stuck. Pyrotechnics!
Manifest!
Boom.
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the cloud again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Let's roll!
Do your master's bidding!
Charge!
Unleash!
Attaboy!
Feel the beat! Obey! I'm stuck.
I got careless! Let's roll! Pull in!
Observe! Pyrotechnics!
Manifest! Take your true form!
Attaboy! Charge!
I'm stuck.
Unleash!
Let's roll!
Observe! Power cord!
Can't catch me! Advance!
Unleash!
Cryo incarnate! Transfiguration!
Attaboy!
We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Ah! So high! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again! Let's catch up with it!
Yes, let us.
Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Iya.
Manifest! Take your true form! Observe! Feel the beat!
Surrender is no. Bam!
Attaboy!
Unleash! Power cord! Transfiguration! Unleash!
Bam!
Obey! By ordinance divine!
Let's roll! Oni coming through!
Observe! Feel the beat! Unleash! Take your true form!
Attaboy!
Surrender is not enough.
Observe! Power cord!
Bam! It's showtime!
Look, over there! Could that be the Sunset Vermilionite? Is this it? It's so huge! That's true.
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like—
Hold on a sec. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the sun. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle—
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it's my safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy, you gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's—
Damn.
How is Shenhe able to carry the huge rock all by herself? Adept
my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I'm...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilion.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest but I have to correct you on one point. It's not...
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodation. Now, please excuse me. As you can see...
Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much...
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about whenever Paimon gets praised? Paimon...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode.
Well, Byron said that there...
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy...
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's...
Now the question is, will I actually get healed, or will it just be fake?
Hi there! Checking in, are we? Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not so... business is booming for me to...
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. Here are your keys. All right.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the... Let's buy one for Shenhua too. She can have...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will... See...
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say hi...
Have you seen Shin here? No. Ah, damn it. Hello.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far so good, yeah! So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool! So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, really direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti art. However, her homicidal urges did not subside. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her...
Damn.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with you...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough...
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kinda hard to deal with.
There seem to have been a growing number of tales told regarding Shenhe in recent years. One has heard that a playwright in Liyue Harbor wrote an opera based on the legends told about her. The play portrays her as making a stand to protect her fellow villagers.
I need some healing. Heal me. Oh, thank you. I need toilet anyway. Bye. Yuck.
If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll.
But what is if I don't know how to rock and roll? Huh? What then? Now I've got a conundrum. That's a problem. Problems are bad. I don't like you. Hello, doggies. Hello, other doggies.
Hey, so Shenhua.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went on top of this. You have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do. I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start. But before we do that, let's go to the building. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any.
Slowly.
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Ningguang's. Oh wait, no, it's yeah, it's Ningguang's wife. What it?
Look! The Jade Chamber is but it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Hand in marriage.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhua. I am their friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time,
I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the...
Wow. So it...
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you...
Sounds great, but how does that change things?
The plostrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite... How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. Alright, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Bye, Beto.
Okay, let's go. By the way, what question are you gonna ask me?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang...
Ooh, what's the opera called?
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular... It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Oops.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time.
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine... I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration.
Funny.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic... No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti...
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes... What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl become...
Cool! A hero story?
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that the vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh.
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little...
No! Don't...
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword, and her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of... And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into...
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience.
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh. He didn't seem to...
Hello, sir. We were just passing by.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. This place is deserted now. No.
Huh? You know...
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Huh. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an... So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was... Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few... So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Symposium. Let's have a look over there. This is it. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lakes. Let's go back and tell Shenhe that...
And she's gone. Either that or the guy's dead. One of... Oh no. They're both there.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I...
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened... So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not...
It must have been so tough for you all these...
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find...
Let's go.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk just now. In the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me...
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can... So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to... But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Got butter to walk a small distance. I got butter to walk. Get wet. Everyone looks like can't be bored to walk. Bow. There it is. Yeah. The wash is gonna be done soon. Is that my good friend and pal, boy? Zhao. Hello. Nah, I'm gonna talk to him first. Screw him.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. A according to the contract, but these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Damn. Damn. Damn, boy. Good.
Yeah, that's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Damn boy. Damn boy.
Oh.
So,
This is some top quality ore you found. Guess now it's my time to
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing?
Sup, B-team?
I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a wonder core.
leave the wonder cores to me. I'll work on it, don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils now.
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder, maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti...
Bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, baff. Big explosion. Lots of death.
The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of...
Once again, I can't be bothered to walk the small amount. Oh. Hello, we're done. Give us good stuff.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh! All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest...
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet!
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber.
Huh? Where's Beidou?
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join...
Alright then. Guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your...
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, an instinct for what is a good opportunity. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the...
Great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come... No more questions from us. Shenhe.
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. It always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou. It's your turn. Do you have a question?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are...
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade... My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Let's go. And there it is. A twist. It is back.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, by
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Damn. Yeah, she's a force. Please remember that. we know this seals is anybody.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
Damn.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Fire! Most of those missed. Wait, are we only playing as... Oh god, no.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Attaboy!
Pyrotechnics! Take your true form! Manifest!
Tomaron.
Observe! Unleash! Do your master's bidding!
Let's roll!
Anyways.
Bam!
Power cord! Observe!
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Okay. As you wish, miss. Man. Yes.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
So...
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding water.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate. But don't let your guard down.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well,
that I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will—
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood.
Yes.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue—
The Millelith's casualties are within the range, but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our— If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the— We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again.
Is she... Yeah. No, oh, I can just... Meat. I took so much damage from the fall.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am— Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is—
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be—
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of Devastation today.
Hey, look! Miss Yun—
Step. I'll step. Yeah, I like this.
到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
Did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on.
Thank you. I think I've...
Ms. Yun! Here you are! Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Let me pull up a chair, all right?
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's...
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Oh, but I want to punch.
To act. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the... Next time I have a new opera.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad, Master. I'm sure I have much to learn from...
Well,
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new... I will not forget this.
but... Oh, you get... I swear, I will be so for today.